Hey there, beautiful people. I hope all is well with you. Welcome to a little talk with Beauty Empire CEO. Now, I'm biz strategist Sandy, and this channel is here to give you education on the beauty industry. As you know, if some of you have already been introduced to me, I have been in the beauty industry for over 30 years. I've seen a lot, I've done a lot, and I'm passionate about helping those that are coming behind me to do extremely well in this industry. This industry has done me very well behind the chair, being in a booth rental facility or capacity, working for corporations, being a salon manager, lead person, doing different things, working in a salon suite, just seeing it all and working for corporate as well behind the chair. Now, this young man here is named John Hope Bryant, and I saw this and I wanted to go ahead and have this conversation. After I had it for a couple of weeks, I just decided to go ahead and have a conversation about this for the beauty industry. Black people are the number one customer for hair weave, wig extensions, but we don't own it. Okay, I want to talk about that. And he did this in his podcast, so, support him. I met him one time, a good friend of mine, Maggie Linton, is very close to him. And I really, really like, his delivery. And he also has Operation Hope to help those that want to get yourself together and get your business, some business things going as well. But I'm here to talk about it today. And also, I'm biz strategist Sandy once again, and I help you to grow your business and start a business and help you to monetize your business and get things going get that vision out of your head and onto paper. Now, with this being said about this particular comment that he made, which is so profound, I agree with him 100%. I want to talk to us about what it's going to take for us to do this. You got so many opportunities, especially if you've gone to beauty school, you've had your beauty education, you've gotten your license, you're doing these things, but yet and still you're not you're not owning this. You're buying them from other people that come in your neighborhoods. Nothing wrong with anybody starting free enterprise, but I want you to be conscious of you doing the same thing in your business or as a business, because I think that you are leaving money, you're leaving money on the table too, and you're allowing this ecosystem to get stronger and stronger and stronger against you or against your best interests, to be honest with you. So I want to touch on a few things just to talk about for as you establishing yourself as a business and getting this thing together. If you don't know how to start a business, well, this is going to be a conversation that you need to listen to, because this is what we're going to do. We are going to talk about how do you start a business such as this. And then also, I know years before the pandemic happened, I was getting ready to start a hair weave business, and I had some vendors. Really was very pleased with the vendors. And then also some other things just came up, and I just decided to take a different route after the pandemic happened. But here again, I'm going to get back in it myself pretty soon. But I want this information. I want to give you this information for you, because it's enough for all of us to eat, okay? As you see, there's so many beauty supply stores around. Not one person is going to monopolize it or trying to monopolize it. They're not trying to do that. They stick together, okay? They build businesses, they stick together. And I want you to have that same attitude about what you can have and what you can do. Now, I do understand that there may be hair conditions for a lot of people that is just not, unfavorable for them. And, they need some hair weave. They need wigs. They need things like that. But at the same time, I want you to be able to be consciously thinking about taking care of your own natural hair too as well. So we're not going to knock the hair weave in the wig extension business, because yes, it is a growing business. And one idea I want to share, maybe somebody will pick this idea up and maybe they won't. You can have an assembly, you can have someone putting these wigs together, or doing a part of the hair weave business, because I know a lot of places you don't have to have, they're deregulating it so that you don't have to have a license in order to perform these services on clients. So that's going to be even more lucrative, because it's going to bring more people into the market of having just one of these hair businesses, and not having a total, having to get a total cosmetology license. So now, when you are, let's say for instance, if you're going to start one of these businesses, if you're going to start a hair weave business, the first thing that you definitely want to make sure you do is structure your business correctly. Now, let me tell you too, the reason why you want to do that. You're going to have all kind of opportunities that can come your way. For instance, you may be able to do contracting. That's how to get that done. I'll teach that you can consult with me one-on-one, or if for a lot of that may be interested, I'll get a class together for you, and I will show you and teach you how to do that. If I get a lot of response behind it, and that's what I do. You can get a contract with the VA or any other government agencies, but you definitely have to have a business plan for all of this. And also, you could partner with hospitals. You could partner with cancer centers, especially for the wig extensions. You can partner with doctor's offices. There's a strategy in a way that you go about approaching these individuals. You can partner with other, I won't share everything with you, but you can also partner with other medical companies and agencies to get clients to serve them or give them this opportunity here, okay, for the hair weave and the wig extension. So don't neglect that. Don't let that pass you by. Okay, now determining what is going to be, who you're going to serve, is going to be a major concern, and a major deciding factor of how you're going to approach your business. Now, the first thing is, I want to ask you about your, what kind of type of business would you want to do with this? Would you want to do e-commerce and retail, or would you want to just do it online and create your website? Now it's so easy to just basically do your website yourself, set up your website, give a description of the product that you're selling, and then also I want you to be able to upsell on other products, everything that you think that people will probably need. Now, I know that you need to have a vendor set up specifically for that. And then also you can always, because of the digital platform now and the digital opportunities and the digital blueprint that you can create, you can always show some of your work. Not all of your work, you don't have to show it all, but show some of your work and show just how your product is being applied, or it can be applied, and that will boost up your sales. It will boost up the interest. People will be interested in what you have, and then it can grow your business. And then also, whatever mission and vision statement you come up with, then that needs to be a part of on your website or your marketing material or whatever it can be. Okay. And then also making sure that you are keeping up with your sales as you grow. What type of hair you want to be very organized when you are doing this. It can be done. Okay. There are other people in your communities that are selling hair that you should be selling, and it need to be, you need to be aware of this, and you need to really consciously be thinking about this. You're constantly around people all the time. You're in churches, you go to school. Even the youngers now are wearing weave more than ever, teaching them how to care for their hair. Whatever it is, you need to be in this industry like yesterday when it comes down to this standpoint. Hear what I'm speaking of. Do not forget that you will be fine. And it says by 2026, this is expected to be a $10 billion industry. There's all types of locks. You can do locks, weave, extension, you can add on, infusion. There's so many ways that you can benefit from the hair, weave, and wig extension business. It's so many ways. So that $10 billion business, if you can just get 10% of that, you will be fine. Okay, you will definitely be fine. And then also, you want to learn and know more about these established brands so where you can pick up some ideas from them. And you don't want to act like the big boys, because a lot of times you can't compete, but that's okay. But you still can take some nuggets from them and be okay. Now, also including in this line of opportunity with this hair weave and wig extension business, you ought to think about the hair care products that you can sell, all of the accessories that you can sell along with that, and making sure that your customer or whomever is very well taken care of, adding things and just always, you can even create a tutorial and add that with them or upsell them on that tutorial on how they can care for the hair or the wigs. Now, and then also coming up with your pricing strategies is going to be very important for you. There is a science behind pricing this kind of item. Don't look at everybody else and what they're charging and say, hey, I'm going to charge this a few dollars lower than them. No, you haven't determined what it costs, the cost of goods sold. Have y'all ever heard of that? You will determine how much you're going to sell your product, from the shipping and how long the distribution it took to get to you, the quality of it, what you paid for it, what do you want to expect to pay for it, and how much money is going to have to come out of that. Like, how much are you going to have to pay someone in order to help you run that business smoothly? And that's what I'm speaking on. That is very important. Okay? And then also, if you're going to do this online, your online presence is going to be extremely important. It's definitely going to be, like I mentioned earlier, you're going to need a website. You're going to need a user-friendly website, and you're going to make sure that the SEO, that search engine optimization, is really, really in your favor. And then there's ways that I teach all of that in classes. So this is a little bit, it may be advanced, but this is what I teach. And also the next thing is your social media activity. When you decide on the name of your business, getting all of your social media handles secure. Don't tell anybody what you want to name it before you secure those. That way, when you are getting ready for your business to blossom, you're able to post, you're able to put information up. I would strongly advise you to have a page for LinkedIn, to have a page for Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. And when you have a Gmail account, which you're not going to use that as a business account, but it's good to just have a Gmail account that all of your miscellaneous or just your average, like things you subscribe to, let it come to that Gmail account and don't allow some of it to come to your business email account, because it's going to, you have too much going on. It's going to crowd you out. So anyway, you can still have a separate account. But the reason why I'm saying that, because with the Gmail suite, or when you get a Gmail, you automatically have a YouTube channel. You can name your handle, can be the same thing on your YouTube channel. Yes, you can create your own handle name for that. Everything can be branded together, and that's the part. That's one of the things with branding as well. That is also very important. So if you can be across the board the same, if you can, and then you can create little informational workbooks, pamphlets, things that you can get them to come into your ecosystem, creating videos on your YouTube channel, letting people know. So you want to be out there making videos, uploading them on your YouTube channel, and getting people, introduced to you and acclimated into what you have to offer. And then also, as you are getting ready, you got to think about your sales. You got to think about the the e-commerce and the retail side of it. Knowing who you need to partnership with, which would be good for that too. And then also increasing your awareness about your hair weave in any way you can. And your social media platforms is a great starting point, because they have so many users on these platforms too. It's going to help you along the way. Okay. And then also, knowing your operational plan is going to be so important to you. What does that consist of? Well, that consists of maybe if you need a storage facility, do you need a storage facility? How are you going to do your online sales? Are you going to connect? I would recommend you connecting with Shopify, and then having ShipStation. I've used that with my product line. Use ShipStation, because as they go through your ecosystem, ShipStation prints out. I think they give you a free thermal label machine now, from what I was told. And I purchased mine myself, but I didn't have to do that. But anyway, it is such it makes your life so much easier, and it keeps track of the shipping for you. It is so great. And then also, you want to be connected with either UPS. You want to be connected with either FedEx. You want to be connected with either UPS, and find out which one of those will be the best price for you. And see, that's a part of you coming up with what you're going to price your merchandise, or your hair or your wigs. That's going to be a determining factor of how much you're going to charge. And then also, you have to put that in your, those are prices that because unless you're going to give all of that cost to you're going to give that cost pass on that cost to the, to your customer. So, you may at first want to add it in and just let them know, or you may want to add half of it in and let them know that you are giving them a special discount. Okay. Now, the next thing that I want you to really, really think about to help you get this business up and running and off the ground, I want you to think about we talked a little bit about the technology and the equipment that you're going to need. And then also, I want you to make sure that you keep in mind of a CRM, which is a customer relationship management system. And keeping track of inventory is going to be so important for you as well. Okay. Shopify, like I said, is better. WooCommerce is another one, but I like Shopify. I really, really like the setup, the setting up, and they have tutorials to help you along the way. But if you need, if that's just too much for you, that's what my agency is here to do, to help you. So the next thing that you want to think about is, do you want to will you have to have a team? Maybe not right off. You may not have to have a team. You may just be able to do a lot of things yourself. Get maybe a couple of your family members, or get someone in it that can help you to run the business. But you really, really need to be thinking about hiring, because you're going to do well. If you put your mind to it and you focus, you're going to do extremely well before you know it. As we're talking now, I'm talking to you on August the 16th, 2024, and we're coming up into the holiday season. So guess what's going to happen coming up to the holiday season? Everybody's going to be, getting ready for different things for the holidays and all of this holiday season shopping. So you want to be prepared for that holiday shopping, all of that holiday, festivities, and everybody want to go to the glam. They want to do this, they want to do that. And then also, the reason why you're going to know what you need and everything I just told you before we got to this point is so important, because you need to know, what's my startup cost? What is it going to cost me to start this business? And then all of those other opportunities that you can have, the cash flow coming through, is a great thing that I mentioned to you about the contracts and the, working with the VA hospitals and working with all of the other, working with different hospitals and agencies and insurance companies and things like that. I mean, working with anybody that may need this service for some of their patients and things like that. So you want to know your startup costs, what it's going to cost you. You may have to kind of like start off slow a little bit and just do what you can in order to get a lot of things running, meaning run things a little, have to be a little free. What I mean being free is like, these softwares and these apps and these tools that you need to start up your business, building your websites and things like that, use those at a minimum cost until you really can get the momentum and grow them. And then also, if you're going to put yourself in a brick and mortar building, there's going to be other fees that's going to come in with that. You definitely want to have a marketing and advertising budget. You definitely want to start off doing that. You really want to get yourself out there quickly as possible. That's not a cost. That's an investment. Remember that. Yes, I do teach how to get your business marketed and advertised. Yes, I do help you to establish and, run your ads and things like that. I definitely will be doing that to help you. So that's if I would ever work with you, but I'm just giving you this information today. So I'm not saying that you got to work with me. I'm giving you this information. But here again, if you get this information, you feel like it's a little bit overwhelming and you can't do it do it by yourself, I'm here for you. I'm here to help you. Now, let's go on in finding out. There are ways that you can either go to the bank, go places, get a business loan, get grants, doing other things that can help you to get this funding if you can't get it now, and making sure that even making sure that your personal credit is very, very healthy and in order. And side note too, you need to make sure that you put a freeze on your credit report, because it's so much hacking that's been going on here lately. So you want to make sure that you're secure and safe. So when you get ready to get some money, you won't. And then it only take you 15 minutes if you have to unfreeze it to apply for credit or something like that. But you definitely don't want to risk getting in trouble with identity theft. You definitely don't want to get in trouble with that. Okay. Alrighty. Now, the next thing that I think that will be beneficial for you to know is making sure that you are being aware of the growth of your business, having a budget, setting a budget, and being able to keep up with your funding, making sure that you're starting your business out legitimately. And that is getting your LLC, your EIN number, a business bank account, getting your information, or getting your business listed as a business, making sure that that is correct. And also making sure that you are monitoring your sales and your expenses, and making sure that you are tracking and setting goals. That's it. It ain't hard to do. Setting goals is not hard to do. You got to really, really be focused. If you're going to start this, you can do it. You really can. And think about it. I'm sure that you know a lot about this hair weave than the people that are selling it to you. I'm sure you do. So why not be the one to have your cake and ice cream and eat it too? And feel good, and all the way as you're maneuvering and working in this business, you're happily going all the way to the bank, and then you can live in some of these nice, extravagant neighborhoods that are out here, and that everybody else is coming into your neighborhood, selling you merchandise and going home on the west side of town, living the extravagant life. No. You need to be doing that too. So, people, don't be the customer, at least not the customer only. Get into this business and make you some money. And I will come in with a part 2, and we will talk about a dynamic, specific marketing plan. But If you like this video, if this video help you, you have any questions, please make sure you comment below so where I can answer those questions and we can talk further about this, okay? All right, I'll see you in the next video. I'm Biz Strategist Sandy, and I'm here to help you. If you need my help further, just text Push the Dream to 833-247-6465 and connect with us, connect with my business, however you see fit, so we can get you out here making you some money in this beauty industry, okay? As John Hope Bryant said, you are the #1 customer for hair weave and wig extensions, but you don't own it. And now it's time to change the game. You need to own it, okay? And I gave you some tips to do it. Alrighty, see you in the next video.